Alright, should we talk about what we're doing now?
Why don't you talk about it? It was your idea.
My idea? Okay. So this is a cauliflower. In case you didn't know. So I saw there's some little cook on YouTube. Gordon Ramsay or something like that was his name was. Had cauliflower steak. So if ever we could try that, it's pretty easy to make. All you have to do is take a cauliflower. I watched other people's stuff and I've deduced it down to it. It's really just, it doesn't matter beyond this point. But basically what he did was he cut like the middle section, which is kind of wasting. And he just made one steak out of it. Most people I saw and what I was going to plan on doing, because there's two of us, is cut it in the middle and then cut about an inch over from there and make a steak there. I want him to see, after I do that, I'm going to see if he can make any more little steaks. But the key to this is the bottom, the stem. Kind of holds it all together. So I don't know if we can get more than two out of it, but you do want to pick up whatever you can find as your biggest, like widest cauliflower. And let's just see how this goes. You know what we think looks like maybe the best way to cut down the middle. So we're just cutting right down the middle. And this here is going to be our steak. So I'm going to cut about an inch off, inch over, inch to inch and a half, depends on how thick you want it. And then obviously you can use the remaining cauliflower for dip and whatnot. But yeah, if I cut another one, as you can see, there's nothing here. So once you cut the slice down here, you're going to have like 6-7 different individual things. So you can't really make additional steak. So here's the steak I did cut off. Here's the side that was on the outside, and then it's held together by the inside stem. But it's pretty, you know, as far as the steak, that's pretty good. All this little stuff, just pull off and get rid of. Tried cleaning it beforehand, but couldn't quite get into all the little grooves without cutting the stem, and the stem is what I had to do so that we really need. So I'll trim these off a little bit. But you want to be a little gentle with these because they will fall apart. Let's see here. I think you might be able to cut them in half the middle way and make like. We'll try with this one. That was kind of thick. So maybe we can cut them in half the other way. As you see, this just completely fell apart, the other quarter. So you end up using about less than half of the actual cauliflower for the steaks, it appears. Yeah, that works. So if you want like a smaller steak, you can cut them in the middle and then make two little smaller steaks. Here's the full-size one and the little one. But that's about it. You really only get 2 steaks, or 2 or 4 half steaks out of it. The rest of the cauliflower is still good, but it's not usable for a steak substitute. And then once you get your cauliflower, I just have a pizza pan here that I put pizza pan that I put some tin foil over. I'm just going to bake them in the oven. There's basically 2 different ways. You can pan fry grill this, or you can bake them in the oven. You can kind of mix and match. You can brown them as well if you want to. Yeah, as you see, I just picked this up and that whole part just almost fell off. So they're kind of fragile. Like I said, you can brown them in the pan and then cook them in the oven to finish them off in the middle. But it's broccoli, so it doesn't have to get cooked to any particular temperature. You generally eat these raw anyways. So as far as comparison to steak, cooking obviously doesn't have to hit a particular temperature for food safety and stuff. It's really about the char. I'll have to clean this up later.
Yeah.
But as you can see, I got it on there. I think I'm going to cut the other one in half. And then I looked at some other people. I watched other YouTube channels and to see if there's anything special. And really, it's at this point is where you just do your own. Like whatever you like on a steak, and you don't even have to make it a steak. This is kind of just a meat substitute. So you can, you know, instead of having chicken or fish, you can put like whatever you would normally like to put on, like a fillet of fish or a grilled piece of chicken breast. Anything like that, you can just, instead of this. So any seasoning you would normally like on a steak, you can use. I'm going to show you what we'll use here. So this is going to take oil and baste them. Just put it on top, some oil, so that it has something to kind of the heat catch and cook and brown up. Same thing if you're going to go ahead and grill these and put them in. I'm going to do the oven, 375 to 400 for 30 minutes is what they said, but I'm going to watch them. First time doing it, make sure kind of check them every so often. Let them go for about 10 minutes and check them every 5 minutes just to see how they're doing. And where they are. You're just looking to get like a nice browning on them. Now, they do get to a certain brown, but they're not as soft as you want. Maybe cover them then and let them steam through to finish it. But for one of them, I'm just going to go ahead and put salt and pepper on it, like you kind of put on just your normal steak. Just salt and pepper. They say to cover them pretty generously, just like you would when you're grilling a steak. So I'm just going to do that, salt and pepper there. Flip it over. Gotta be careful with these because they'll fall apart on you. A little bit more oil on it on the other side. That way both sides get coated and both sides get seasoned. And just a little bit more salt. And a little bit more pepper on it. So that's gonna be that one. The second one, like I said, I was thinking about it being seafood-ish. I'm gonna use blackened seasoning, which I like to put on fish. I know Sheila, you like the blackened fish, don't you? For when you ate blackened fish.
Mm-hmm.
So this is gonna be about the same thing.
I do want to say that if you're planning on eating this with like as a meal and you want to be satisfied and stuff, you might want to add like some plant protein or something on the side because cauliflower doesn't really have a lot of protein. Or just have something on the side with it.
And then Montreal chicken seasoning. So we're getting our fish, we're getting our steak, and we're getting some chicken seasoning here. Just to get a variety, see what we kind of think tastes the best after we cook them and try them. Now this is, broccoli is just going to be like nothing. It's going to be like
It's cauliflower, honey.
Or cauliflower, yeah. The white broccoli. I don't know if they're related or not, but they look pretty much the same. But the cauliflower doesn't really have much flavor. It's kind of like a scallop. People are like, oh, scallops are delicious, or crabs are like, oh, delicious. But it's really, they just dip them in butter and cover them in butter. And you just taste the seasoning and the butter, and it's kind of brings a protein. So this is I figured I'd go ahead with the last teeny one here, since it's her favorite. And we're gonna make a pumpkin spice cauliflower steak.
Honey.
So we'll just add a little bit of that on there. Get that on there. Put some sugar on it. A little sugar, you know.
The internet is gonna think you're crazy for putting pumpkin spice on a cauliflower steak.
Pumpkin spice flavored cauliflower steak. You won't see that on Gordon Ramsay. I'll tell you what. So we'll go ahead and do that. like I said, pumpkin spice flavor and a little bit of sugar, because you know what I mean. Sugar. So who knows how the hell that's gonna turn out. But that's what the concoction I came up with there. The ridiculous pumpkin spice, your typical steak, salt and pepper. Didn't have garlic powder, otherwise I would put that on there. This is the blackened seasoning, so imitation fish. And this is the Montreal chicken, so the one that we're gonna kind of pretend. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick these in the oven at 375. I'm gonna start at 375, maybe turn it up. We do want to brown them a little bit, but also cook them through, make them soft, and then we'll come back and we'll try them and we'll see how they go. Are you excited?
Mhm.
Are you excited about the pumpkin spice one?
No.
We'll be right back. All right, we're back, and I cooked them in the oven, as you can see there. Yeah, pretty golden. I did 15 at 375 and then 15 at 400, so I'd probably recommend maybe trying the whole 400 or a whole 30 at 15. So a total of 30 minutes cook time. So this one here is the salt and pepper. So that's salt and pepper. That is the blackening seasoning. That is the chicken. And then the smaller one is the probably gonna be the best one, obviously.
You wish.
Pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice. So we're just gonna go ahead and just try
Which one are we trying first, honey?
salt and pepper, just to see how.
Is this salt and pepper?
This is salt and pepper. Just to see how it tastes. Pretty soft. These are just butter knives, so you cut it with a butter knife. They get pretty good brown on the other side too. Pretty hot. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty crispy.
Look at her go to town. And then, this is what I had left over from making it. Like, you get the 2 steaks, or 4 chops. You cut them in half, maybe call them fake pork chops. That's pretty good, though.
Yeah, I like it.
This part was the green. I just couldn't get it off without it falling apart, so I don't eat that.
Okay. And which one is this again?
So this is the blackened seasoning.
This one looked... Honey, which one did you think looked the best out of all of them? Which one did you think would be the best?
This one looks the brownest, but the seasoning is brown, so it might be the seasoning too, making it look better.
Because this one to me was
Hold on, apart.
the one that looked the best. It kind of has a fishy taste to it.
Well, they generally put blackened seasoning on fish. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but all of these have all vegan ingredients, so if you are vegan or you eat a plant-based diet, you can...
This is cauliflower. How many ingredients are there?
The seasonings. Some seasonings have, like, stuff in it.
Oh. That's pretty good. Winner, winner. Cauliflower dinner. So this is the Montreal chicken from McCormick seasoning. Underside didn't quite get... This one really didn't get too brown. Once again, maybe cook them
It's
for...
like falling apart.
Yeah, I mean, the broccoli's fully cooked, so... It's again good. This is yeah, if you don't eat meat, but you miss having a steak, this kind of works. Works out really good. Obviously, she's excited.
It has really good flavor to it.
And now the final one, the dessert steak. This will be the...
Yeah, I'm hesitant, but...
There you go. There's a nice piece for you with a ton of... How's that? That was good?
Not my favorite.
Edible. Okay, so don't make this one, but obviously we're idiot being dumb. But you can eat it.
You can eat it.
I can eat it. Kind of tastes like a pumpkin donut.
I'm gonna say no, but
No. Yeah, surprisingly, this is a winner. They're all pretty good. Even the one that we intentionally made to
this one's
as a joke isn't bad.
Oh, which one was your favorite out of all of them?
I like the black pepper and salt the best myself. This one. Just the basic one.
Mm-hmm. I think I like this one the best.
The chicken? Montreal chicken flavored?
It's just really herby and tastes really good. It has a lot of flavor to it.
Like I said, once I watched it, it doesn't really matter. You can watch all the recipes you want. After you cut that steak, it's whatever you like on a steak. Or if you chicken, just use this to substitute any type of protein, fish, meat, chicken that you would grill or fry in a pan. And whatever you seasoning you put on that, put on this instead.
And the nice thing about this is that it's a lot lower calorie than having like a huge T-bone steak or, you know.
Well, it's cauliflower. It doesn't have any calories.
Well, I know. That's
Okay.
it's a healthy choice.
So this is a thumbs up. Let us know if you try it and like it. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.
We're going to eat dinner now.
We're going to eat dinner, but we will see you in the next one.